Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on our single player survival world. Can we hit this? Yes we can. Perfect. Alright, so today we are getting started back on this inn that we started building in the last episode. We've still got quite a bit of stuff to do in there, but I also want to get hitting on some of this stuff. What the hell is this? But I want to get onto this stuff around here, just terraforming a bit of this. Maybe we'll get a bit of that done today. I certainly do hope so, and I'm already losing my voice. That's a very interesting thing. We've just gotten started. So, let's head down here, and I'll show you what I've done, actually, because that's probably a little bit, nothing spectacular, but something a little of interest. We've done a bit of stuff there. We've added in some of these side roofs. If you remember, these were just blank areas here. I've decided to put in little small roofs like that, just to kind of pull it all together, and probably find we'll be better off just connecting those around those corners there. That's just a little thought we'll have to get to at some stage. And then down here, this is where I've done a little bit of work, nothing too crazy, but down here we've got obviously where we left off this way, but and also we've got some safety on the sides, and over here I've put in some of these rooms. So they're very small, we don't need a very big room. There we go, there's room number 1, 2, and in fact, now that I'm counting them, I've just realized we should probably put numbers on these things, because they'll just make it a little bit more authentic. Obviously we've got a bunch of stuff we have to do, put in a ceiling on these, and also probably make that spawn proof. That's a very important one. Plus, just beautifying of this area, decorating it a little bit. So that is one of the plans for this episode. And in fact, let's get started on a bit of the rooms, because I've got the stuff here for us, so we may as well just use it. First of all, I'm thinking with the interior decorating of these rooms, I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to put in, for instance, a crafting table, and then we'll put in a few chests as well for some of the rooms. And that'll just kind of fill the area up. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of stuff. And also over here, we'll need like that, and also like that, which means we're gonna have some leftovers. Or not. Never mind, we won't. Okay, cool. So we'll put in a bed, just maybe over there then. Okay. So the idea with these rooms, by the way, is that we don't want this to be a bedroom, like as such. This is an inn. So we would imagine that travelers would come here from a distant area, come around here, enjoy the food, enjoy the company, and upstairs here will be obviously a future villager or something along those lines to be able to sell the rooms upstairs. Then going upstairs, we will have this room here, which will be room number 1, as we said, room number 2, which will be a slightly bigger room. Probably find we can put a few extra things in here, like a closet. We can do one of those. In fact, we could probably do it in these slots over here. Thinking of it, that would be not a bad idea. And throw that on the ground. And let's do that and that. So we've got 2 closets in there, which is kind of cool. Then what we can do, I don't want to put a crafting table in there. Maybe we could put one over there, and we can also maybe make ourselves some more chests. So this is pretty much the way I've been doing this stuff recently, the interior decorating. I haven't been doing anything too complicated. But I do want to practice this. Another thing, by the way, a lot of people have been asking recently, can I do tutorials? Now, obviously, if you guys are aware of the channel from a long time, you'll know that we do have a few tutorials out and about in terms of Minecraft tutorials and stuff. Nothing crazy, but we do have some out. And I do want to do a lot more. I will tell you that. I do want to do a lot more tutorials. And all that is stopping us now is just recording tutorials. So, actually, how does this bed look from underneath? No legs. Yeah, what I was saying is I've got now a bunch more time, and I would love to use that time to do something constructive, like tutorials or something like that, something different. I'd love to do some different things. Obviously, streaming is one of the things we are doing differently now, and I'm glad we've included that in our stuff. And the other stuff, as I say, tutorials. What else? Kind of just smaller videos. Videos that don't require us to be on a series, if that makes sense. So, in other words, videos that might not necessarily have a video coming out after it. So, smaller things which will inevitably be a bit, like, I don't know, just interesting. Just something different for me to at least try out. And you know what, if something isn't something that we enjoy, we can always not do it. But we will never not know if we don't try. And that's pretty much what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that will be a good idea. Also, by the way, next episode, I'm planning on showing you guys a little thing that I've worked on. Not too, don't get your hopes too high, but I think it'll be pretty cool and a lot of you guys will enjoy it. So, that'll be in the next episode, not this episode. and it does a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of people will have different perspectives on what I've done. But I think it'll be overall a fairly neutral to positive result for our world and stuff like that. So keep your eyes out for that episode, because I would love to get your guys' responses on that. Do that, and then we'll do this, and one of those. Okay. We've come a long way in this room already. Now, what did I want to do? I had another thing that I'd planned. Ah, yes. Let's do some carpet. We'll do some orange carpet. We'll do some cyan carpet, and we'll see how this goes in here. Should we put carpet down? I don't know. I don't think in this room. Maybe in this room we could do something like that just to make it a bit more lively. Let's do that, and one of those in there. And then what we can also do, actually, is we can do probably 8 of those. And we can do that, then do that there, and that there. Now what we can make is a few of, in fact, let's use those, a few paintings. Because why not put paintings in here? There we go. Nothing crazy. As per usual, I do go a bit overboard with paintings. I'm not doing it this time. There we go. And a single painting. Yeah, good. And single. And maybe one up there. Single one up there. There we go. Perfect. So we've got some paintings and some stuff around here. I think that room's looking good. I'll get on to these other 2 rooms here, which I think will be a fairly simple and fairly similar thing. Maybe we can get the roof going here. The ceiling, and what I think might be good, because you can see I've tried a few different things with different wood here, and I don't mind the way this has turned out. Remember how I said at the end of last episode I wanted it to have rooms kind of splitting off all over the place? I think this could be more or less what I was thinking about as far as the concept was concerned, but I don't know about the colors and stuff. I don't mind them. I really don't, but I will have to see. Maybe we'll change them. Oh, I didn't mean to take that. We'll pop you back, and then I'll do probably a few of these. And we can try out jungle, because I found jungle not to be a wood that really works in our village overall, but I don't mind it for these smaller details here, because of course we don't use it for too much stuff. And I do like jungle wood. I don't think it's a bad block. Unlike birch, which I find can be very intrusive, jungle kind of, it's less intrusive and it's a bit more neutral than what birch is, because you know what I feel about birch. Birch is just a way too bright and light colored for a lot of the builds we do, and that's why I think that works. Yeah, 3 different woods in one room, which normally doesn't work, but I feel like this does. Having one as the roof, one as the floor. That'll be good. Perfect. Alright, and the last thing I had planned, at least in my inventory, was I was testing out, actually, by the way, how would a piston look like that with some of these on it? Let me know what you think. I think it looks alright, but I don't think it works completely. I even tried putting in some of these here. This is just me testing stuff out, by the way. So thing like that, thing like that. Does that work? I don't know. I kind of prefer this way still, where I have a cauldron. It's a lot more expensive, obviously, but a cauldron there and some of those there. I think that does work a little bit better, and we can even put one in over here with some of those there, and maybe a painting on the end in, maybe in there. And there. Okay, cool. That's working all right. Then, of course, we can get rid of this carpet. I want to get rid of this piece here. And perfect. All right. This is actually looking a little bit more lively. I want to hide the lights. The lighting can probably go, if we even don't want torches. But I feel torches do kind of work here. We can put a torch in there. And we can also do one up on this wall here. Get out of there. Come on. How am I stuck in this room? There we go. So torch in there, torch in here. Is this spawnable? I think 7 might be spawnable. Maybe we'll just put one in over there. Save that. And I'll get onto these other 2 rooms now. And we're back, and I think we've got a massively good change going on here. I don't even know what the hell this is, but I was busy messing around with paintings, and I decided to get the 2 biggest ones I could get. I don't even know what that is. Is that like... I mean, that's obviously a pig right there. But I don't know if that's like a turkey head and that's like someone panning. I don't know. I've got to research my Minecraft paintings. They're very, very strange. But I'm happy with with what we got there. Just something a bit strange. I might even do a little bit of a chandelier there. We've got the ceiling in as well, by the way. Then we've got this little area here. I want to put in some more like flowers and stuff there. We might even just put a pot down just so that we do have its have it bookmarked for us, and then we can even put one of these down on the ground. That could be good. Now, going into room number 1, let's just put a small painting there. One more over. There we go. Right here. Well, this is room number 4. I think we actually named them. That's room number 4. We've got ourselves a nice little bunk bed here, which I did downstairs, you would have seen as well. And I think it turned out really, really well with the trapdoors on either side. Then, of course, the closet. I wanted to put in something over there just to block that off. Nothing crazy, nothing complicated. Then in here, pretty much the same thing. No double, like, bunk bed or anything like that. We've got ourselves our closet over there. And that's about it. That's pretty much all I've done. But it's something that has turned out quite well. And this interior decorating stuff, as you know, I'm not a big person into it, but I don't mind it every now and then. And it really does just tie off the build so that it's not just the outside. Because, of course, I love my structures. Don't get me wrong. I love building things. But sometimes you just have to kind of do these things over here. And it really does turn out quite lively and homely, I think. I still want to get rid of some of these torches and stuff. But that's a matter of time. Now, I think what we're going to do is, because we haven't done it in a while, and I know a lot of you guys do enjoy it, we're going to be doing a little bit of a time-lapse in this area right around over here. And I'm feeling that I'm probably going to be putting on some shaders, because I feel shaders are a good idea. Welcome back, everybody. We are gonna take a look at what I've just done. I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse. It's something that I enjoy doing. I do enjoy doing it quite a bit. I enjoy just kind of chilling out, building these things, and with the idea that it's not going to waste, as in like for video, is really great. Tell me if you guys are liking these sorts of things, because I definitely do. Now, one problem with this, because I'm gonna get straight into talking about what I did here. One problem I have is that I felt I did a bit too much cobblestone here, and it's good to just kind of sit back and reflect on what I've done and how I can improve for the next time, and I feel like I probably will try and plan it a little bit more next time than what I've done. But I think it's overall turned out alright. Let's get some of these guys out and have a look, not those, these here, and have a look from the top here. So if we just bump it up there, and yeah, of course take damage, always good to take a bit of damage, and then we can have a look at what we are doing. So what I've done is I decided I did a bit too much. You can see at some point in the video I decided to get rid of that and carry on a bit more, which I think worked quite well, just to bring in a bit of the dirt pouring over this rock face here. And I also thought perhaps doing this a bit more flat would have been a bit better, but what is done, and we can get rid of it, but I don't think it's too much of a problem. And I've only gone up to about there now, and I've done this little bit of a cave thing over here, which isn't really a cave, it's sort of just a little bit of a a piece that's been bumped out by the water. And I think it looks alright. I mean, I don't think we'll do anything with it, but if you guys really want me to, I'm sure I can work something out there. And not to mention, I've also gone ahead and put in sand for the beach, which I don't know if I am 100% sold on, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And obviously, just a few little rocks. Oh, destroy my stuff. Rocks and bushes, and here's a big rock, which is a bit too big in my opinion, so we might get rid of it. And of course, the tree. Now, this tree, I've been working on our Chaoscraft world, well, the Chaoscraft server, on streams recently, and I've been just messing around with a big tree on that. And I've decided that it might be a good idea to try out some more ideas with how I build my trees, and kind of almost in many ways get a formula for building trees, which I've been working out. I know it sounds kind of nerdy and kind of weird, but I've always thought, like, my trees always look kind of funny, and I've been trying different methods out, different kind of, as I say, formulas out. Like this one here, you can see, I've been trying something on here, and it looks very blocky. Look at those, in a row like that. And I think merging that idea there with the next thing that I've found out, we've got ourselves a pretty good looking tree. A small one, of course, but it looks good. And I think that's what is important, that we've improved and we've managed to figure out a way. And I hope to show you guys what this technique is in the future, because it's a pretty cool technique that I've at least think it is. And I think it'll be quite beneficial if I can work out how to tell you guys nice and easily exactly how it's going. So, before we go anywhere else, I also want to tell you guys that we've got, which I did mention a bit earlier, we've got ourselves a very cool thing which I'm going to show you in the next episode. So be ready for that. It's something that's going to change a little bit of what we've done, and I'm not 100% committed to it. So don't worry, it's not like anything super crazy, but it's really, really cool. And we can always change up if we don't like it. So I'll get going on some other stuff now. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do here, and what I've got planned is, originally I said I wanted to put in some like decorations down here and some windows in there, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the decorations and then move into the windows, because I feel like this area is just a bit barren. Like, well, not barren, it's just a bit bland. Let's walk through here. Look at this. There's no color, there's nothing exciting happening, and it's so easy to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in some of these jungle leaves, because I've just gone over to the jungle biome. I want to try out seeing how it looks when we start doing a few different leaves. So we're going to do some leaves drooping down here. The jungle leaves obviously kind of, in fact, if I do that, you can see how they kind of merge in with the oak slightly. And then what we do is we go to birch leaves. Let's check how they look. Yeah, I could deal with that. You know, just this kind of hanging over thing like this with a bit of birch, a bit of oak. Like the birch is just a little bit more dull, but it's very close, and I think your eyes can just subtly tell what's going on there, that there is a change in color. I don't know about this, but we'll carry on with that. Then some other things which I want to do, just so I can get these out of my head now. In fact, we can do one right around here. We can do something like this. One of these simple little lanterns, which work really well, because we can put one on the back, and one over there, and one over there. And let's check how this looks. Yeah, that's good. It feels a bit big on this, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, in here. Oh, this is like a spawn spot. We do that, and then we can put in some of these. And maybe one more there. I feel like I should cover that over, but I think it'll work. Perfect. Alright, so if we just do this in a few of the corners, then the next thing that I wanted to do would be to add in the windows, which I was talking about. And in fact, actually, another thing I had with pots on my hotbar, because I feel like it's actually a good idea to maybe place a pot. You can't place pots on top there. Just place a flower in every now and then, just to make the place get like tinges of, like, for instance, the red. We'll put one red tulip. We'll put in an oxeye daisy, one of those, and to finish it off, one of those, just to highlight the places, like have a little highlights coming off like that. There, bam. For real? Okay, well that's alright, that's not a problem. We'll just do that there, and we'll fill up the rest of this at some stage. At least it didn't hit anything too major. Oh, we can put one of these down here then. There we go. Yeah, at least there wasn't anything too major. I might have to actually check that out, see if we've got any holes up to the top there, any entrances to caves. Now, the next thing I want will be some of those. Where are my... Did I just... No, I didn't. I need some cyan panes, cyan glass panes. I know I saw them just a minute ago in one of... None of these. They were in the only one that was in my inventory, of course. Alright, so now we can go back to this. In fact, this might be somewhere where we need an extra ender pearl or something along these lines just to make it up, because we're going to be doing a lot of jumping around. Ender pearls, you know what? I didn't realize how useful ender pearls can really be for us doing our building and stuff. Very, very often I will have to go there and, for instance, jump up there. And let's check what's on the other side of this wall. Even if there's nothing too crazy, we can even make just fake windows. Let's jump over there. Yeah, we're going to fill this area in, but what I want to do is I want to just make some fake windows just so that it looks as though our building is completed. Because obviously the windows don't have to be completely real, you know. They're just for show, and that is the reason we're doing it. So if we jump down there, or jump across here and there, yeah, just a little square window. I don't think that's too bad. And then what we can also do is add in some of these around here. So we can do that down the side. And some of those there. I don't know if this will be a bit too much, but it's always worth a try. And jump. And jump. Look at that. Yeah, way too much. Way too much. Okay, that's not a problem. Then we can add in a few others of these and just finish the area off. I don't think it's going to be too much. One thing that I thought was actually something I'll have to consider is inside here where we've just built this stuff. Where's that window? Let's see it from here. Yeah, we'll probably end up fixing that area up or closing it up completely. Which, by the way, I'm very happy with the way this turned out despite how derpy it can look. I was thinking over here, let's check where this does go. This goes outside. We can even do a window here. We can get rid of this. Okay, that could be alright. We can do like a 1 block high window, such as this. Let's do that. And I might just have to pillar up a little bit. Perfect. And there. See, so just small windows like that, and we can even put in some of these. I was gonna... I'm going crazy today, guys. I don't know what it is. But we've got everything together. And that's all matters. We don't want that. We want that, though. Perfect. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, just a little bit more interesting. Great. Then, of course, as I say, the reason, by the way, that I went up there is... Whoa, I wasn't expecting to jump that high. The reason was obviously because we don't know where to put these windows in if we can't see outside. So here, of course, another level. Oh man, this I don't think was even intentional to have these at this height. They just work the same height both times with these supports here. So what we'll do is we'll put in some of these there, and there. Of course, beautiful. And I kind of feel like I should have done it to the side, but maybe having it on this. Oh man. Yeah, maybe having it to the side actually will be alright. Just because it might draw away from the symmetry, and just instead of making my buildings all look exactly the same, this can maybe be a mistake that works out for us. Yeah, you know what? I'm not 100% upset with that. I'm not too upset with that. Maybe we can just place in a flower pot with a flower on the side there, and that will balance it out a little bit. Let's go orange tulip. And... Up, man. Okay. Come on! Really? Oh. Alright, let's heal up a little bit and grab our fences, which I don't want to lose. Maybe coming at this from another angle will work. It will. No! Oh, man, guys, what's going on today? What is happening? If I do this one more time and this doesn't work... Ah, yeah, finally. Finally! Alright, we'll do that, and now we can have a look. Perfect. That's exactly what... Oh, man. What is happening? Everything is going crazy. Like there we go. Now, tell me, does that add in a bit more life? Because I think it does. I think that really does a great job of just like getting this whole area to fit together really, really well. And that was only about 5-10 minutes worth of work. That's always a successful bit of work there. But yeah, today, guys, I think we are done with this episode. I'm probably going to go and render it now and get it to you guys. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As I say, let me know if you guys are kind of excited for the thing that I'm going to show you next episode. It's nothing crazy, but I think it's something a lot of you guys will really, really enjoy. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.